Throwing is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? Media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They go play action. Mariota. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed. But you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 5 from the 8.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First down, Mariota. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's Mariota. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 19 yards away.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Rodgers now to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Daxton Hill in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Third and long here for Mariota.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Fourth down, Mariota.
Open man, Parham. He's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mariota to sneak it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On second and 10, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Inside handoff to Mixon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Mariota. Man open, it's Moss, complete. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the delay, it's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This is Mixon on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Randy Moss, 47 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A handoff
to Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to Mixon on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a win.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's a give to Mixon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he's able to get it back to right around the... Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the...
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 77 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. He's got it complete to Aguilar. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar, 54 yards. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first down. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. These two teams all tied after one. On play action, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught by Crabtree.
He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Off the play fake, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar, 69 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers steps away to his left. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Randy Moss, 34 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw Mariota. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Randy Moss with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Joe Mixon.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Mariota.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Rodgers to Mixon on the check down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Rodgers to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.